Hey everybody, and welcome to another HealthX video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to clean your hearing aids. Okay, this applies to all hearing aids, but in particular, we're looking at the BTEs today, behind the ear hearing aids. Now, if you've come from our website, healthx.store, we have a lot of guides on there too, www.healthx.store, and you can see all the different hearing aids we have for sale. Anyway, so your hearing aid will usually have, do you see there's a small gap in that hole there? Okay, that's the main part of where the audio comes out. Now, every single one of these tips on the end here is replaceable. When you buy a hearing aid from us or anybody else, you'll see we have a bunch of tips there. All different sizes, usually about 4 or 5, so they fit everybody. Now, if you go ahead and don't be too, aggressive with it, just lightly pull that nib off there. Okay, that's the main bit. And you can really get access then, if we put it up to the light, you'll see that hole. Now, this brush doesn't look like any other brush. Obviously, you can, sort of graze it across there, but you're going to do more damage because you probably push it deeper into the hole. This is where the audio comes out of the hearing aid. This is just because this is simply just a cover for the top of the hearing aids. Obviously, you don't want that in your ear. So, obviously, the first thing would be to do is, if you have alcohol wipes, any sort of nail polish remover, that would be also great. But if you want to have a, you can always scoop in here with the attachment at the end there, or just brush it out. Okay, the brush isn't the best. If I personally was doing it, I'd either alcohol wipe the rubber end here, because after all, it is just rubber. It will be absolutely fine. Or I'd wash it, or what have you, just leave it to dry. So that's obviously just to keep that piece clean. But the main issue is if you're having some sort of when you bought the hearing aids, if they're not as good as they were on the day you bought them, this is probably what it is. So you see that nib there? You can see it's like a circle almost on the end. Okay, if you go ahead and you lightly push this into the hole, okay, all the way, you see it's in there now, and twist the brush. What you're going to do is any earwax that's gotten or melted inside that pocket there, you can go ahead and scoop it right out. Now, obviously on these, they're brand new, so you're going to have no issue. But usually you might put this in here and you're going to find a bit of earwax, a bit of this, a bit of that. Honestly, this can decrease the hearing aid's volume by a level of 4, maybe even 5. This needs to be done once a week. We'd recommend to wash or alcohol wipe or wet wipe, any sort of wipe, the particular earbud you're using every night. And this process, depending on how much you use the hearing aids, will only need to be done, once a week, once a month. Some people 3 to 6 months, they're absolutely fine, because obviously you do have the volume control here as well, so it's not an issue. But like I say, that's going to be one of the main issues. If you can't hear, that will be the main spot. Obviously, every hearing aid's different, but this is going to be some sort of speaker hole like this. You just want to really put it in there, twist, and get rid of that. Now, for more very, very advanced hearing aids, okay, let's bring it up to the light there. You can see this. You'll sometimes get brushes that look exactly like this, but they'll have this nib on one end, and on the other end, they'll have a replacement for that piece there. Now, what you'll then do, I'm not going to do it on this because these are actually set in, but you'll simply put it in all the way, and you'll sort of lever it until it pulls out. And that rubber piece will come with it. When it's out, simply spin and push the other end in and put the new nib in there. So that's how to clean your hearing aids. Now, obviously, be careful, because this area is where the battery will be. These are a particular rechargeable model. If these get dirty, just don't wet them. Do not wet them. Just lightly wipe them with a tissue. Maybe the tiniest bit of moisture from a wet wipe, but do be careful. I wouldn't recommend a wet wipe or anything water around here. But when it comes to the rubber nib on its own, do what you please with this. Don't use bleach or anything like that. Obviously, it's going to go back in your ear for one. And secondly, you don't want to damage this. It's only rubber. It can perish. So, and if you want to do that, all you need to do then, once you've cleaned it all, so you've cleaned inside here, You put your device in, you pushed it in, you've spun it around, you've cleaned it, wiped it off, put it in a few more times, however times that you need to, you know, you brushed it off, you cleaned it all nice, you've washed this, put it back on there, and I guarantee you folks, your hearing will be back to how it was on the first day you bought this hearing aid, okay? Some people come to us and they say, oh, you know, guys, bought the hearing aid, had it for 6 months, great, can't hear any better. This is the perfect example of what that would be. Just needs a good clean. And you know, if people think if you just wipe this area, that's not good enough, because you need to get your device, because it will build up inside that hole. And when it's built up inside that hole, you can't get it out unless you pull in, twist and scoop, okay? So remember this for every type of hearing aid. They are electric, be gentle. You know, I'm sure everybody here is capable of being gentle with their hearing aids. But anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're looking to buy hearing aids or anything of the sort, head to our website, www.healthx.store. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.